Lehman Bell, the new sound of Nova Mornings in 2023 is early breakfast.
How good's this? Ben Lehman Bell from 6am and Jodie and Haysey from 7.
You guys are doing great.
I love you so much. The shows are great. You make my life bearable.
I'm so happy with what's going on.
Just pinching myself.
Jodie and Haysey. It's the new sound of Nova in 2023.
What an absolute pleasure it is to meet you. And if you've come back for another helping, well then hopefully we keep you nice and full. But if it is your first time, geez, we've got a feast for you.
Yeah, we sure do today. But just before we get into what's on the menu, Haysey, newsreader Abby just mentioned that Smith's Chips are teaming up with Subway, Red Rooster and Mad Mex. I need more information on this story, Abby. Like, I mean, what sort of Subway are they going to? Like, your meatball, your chicken teriyaki, your tuna mayonnaise, what?
Falafel?
Meatball. So it's meatball Subway, it's hot sauce Mad Mex, and then it's fried chicken burger Red Rooster.
Are we interested, people?
I think so.
I say we try, like, we're going to have to mortgage our homes to get packets, though, because there's there's a potato shortage.
No potatoes left.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. What a development overnight.
We'll keep an eye on this one for all you chip enthusiasts out there. Probably a little bit flat at the minute.
I've got a good cheesy story coming up later, so hold your hats for that one.
Cheesy story. God, all the flavours this morning, Abs.
We're all about the cheese. 24 degrees across Adelaide this morning, which is a nice little welcome change the last sort of few days. So it's really, really cool now. It's calmed down.
Yeah. And I rode my bike in this morning in the spirit of the Tour Down Under, and a few drops of rain around.
Yes.
Overnight and this morning.
Just to paint a picture as well, the girliest bike I've ever seen on the planet. I didn't know that a mature age woman could ride a bike which was almost hot pink and also has a basket at the front.
Stop it. It's a retro bike. It's not hot pink, it's rose gold. Thank you very much.
Rose gold.
It has a very, very functional basket on the top, and also it has a maximum speed of about 6 k's an hour.
It does. And you rode off yesterday, it looked like you're an extra from The Sound of Music. That's what I thought was going on.
So true.
Speaking of cycling, TDU is on today. Yesterday, we wrapped up the women's TDU. So Grace Brown, congratulations to her.
Yep, well done,
today.
Grace.
In Tanunda, the boys, just from Tanunda to Tanunda, little 154k loop, which I didn't think it took that long to get from the bakery to the TH.
No, me either. I thought that was a good 3-minute walk, but apparently not. She's a big loop of Tanunda.
I'll tell you what, though, sometimes if you've been at TH for a good solid session and you try to get to the bakery and you go the wrong way, it could take you 154 kilometres, but somehow you still find yourself getting there.
Exactly. You speak from experience. Big show coming up. Second date update. We confront a guy who ghosted a girl. We want to find out why. She wants answers. So do we. We also have a segment called Ask Us Anything, where you can get involved at breakfast@nova919.com.au or text us 0400 919 919. You can ask us any question you like.
There you go. Nothing is off limits.
And we're contractually obliged to answer, apparently. Haysey, the listeners of Adelaide are getting to know you because you're pretty much the new FM kid on the block, which is great because you're awesome and I know everyone's going to love you. Nice. But I have received this text message, 0400 919 919. Please give us feedback anytime. And it's from Scott. Now, Scott has a theory about you and another high-profile person in Adelaide, and he joins us on the line because I want to let him tell you what his theory is. Good morning, Scotty.
Yes, good morning.
Go for it. Tell Haysey what you think.
Well, I think that he is duping the South Australian public, and I think he is, in fact, the Premier, Peter Malinauskas, in disguise.
Oh, I didn't know which way you were going to go. Thought, yes, duping the public. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it adds up. I mean, they both like playing footy. They both like getting their shirt off. They both got smooth, deep voices.
Yeah.
I think this is all about, the Premier needing to have a bit more input, and so he's invented Haysey as a character so he can be on the radio more often.
What you're saying to you, Scotty, is that you don't, in fact, believe that Andrew Hayes is a real person, that it's actually Peter Malinauskas.
Absolutely. I mean, has anyone ever seen them in the same room together at the same time?
Very, very true. What about Mally just having a double life, though, as well? He's got his wife at home. He's also married to Cara. He's got several kids everywhere.
Oh, God.
Outrageous.
I think we're onto something here, and I think it's time that Haysey was outed, that he is actually the Premier.
I do. There is one hole in your theory that I'd like to address, Scotty, because Peter Malinauskas, one of these men, is very adept at making executive decisions and running the state and controlling the purses. The other one is Andrew Hayes.
Yeah. Okay. I might need to work on my theory, but you can see where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Well, we need to debunk this theory, so give us a couple of days, Scotty, and we'll see if we can get the PM in the same room as myself. But in the meantime, I am actually the Premier, so you're right. And what I can announce is in 2025, Adelaide will host the Super Bowl.
Fantastic. I'm in.
And your lack of political nous was really exposed then when you said, I am the PM.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. Jodies Juice.
I'm so abnormally excited about this story because the dreamy Italian villa from the White Lotus is available to rent on Airbnb. You haven't seen it, but that's the theme of the White Lotus.
I was about to say, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it's boppy. It's not a certified banger yet. Nova Boy's not going to be playing it. It's not bad.
You can now experience the Sicilian setting for yourself as the stunning villa where frenemies Harper and Daphne stay for one evening is available to rent on Airbnb. I think they got high from memory the night that they spent together in this villa.
There you go.
Going to cost you, though, $8,780.41 Australian dollars per night.
It want to be a memorable night.
It would want to be. Now, what has disappointed me greatly is you're the only man on the planet who hasn't watched White Lotus. You're the only human on the planet that hasn't watched that show.
Really?
When are you going to watch it?
I feel so alone.
You are alone.
Can I say that I'll watch it within the next 4 to 6 months?
How am I supposed to have conversations with you if you won't watch it?
What's it on, too, by the way? Is it on Netflix?
It's on Binge.
Don't have Binge.
Okay.
Sorry.
God, you're like a streaming service pariah.
Yeah, is it on KO? Don't have it.
No, okay. Madonna has wiped her Instagram and announced a career-spanning greatest hits tour.
Still looking good, Madonna. Good on her.
Yep.
No, not sure about that.
She's 64. I'm curious about Madonna because she still seems to want to sexualise herself instead of, saying, like, look how hot I am in my mid-60s without just going, you know what, I am who I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. For me, it's all about personality. I don't see age or number or looks or anything like that, but that's okay. I try to look deep within someone's soul.
Anyway, her tour, and she's going to perform all the hits, thank goodness. She's not going to get on stage and go, hello, I'm Madonna, I'm going to play my new stuff for you this evening.
That can be frustrating.
You think?
When you see an ageless artist who's been so good throughout the journey, they go, here's some new stuff. I went to see U2 and they played their new stuff for the first half an hour and we almost left.
Yes, I know. You just got people up the back going, play like a prayer.
For God's sake.
The tour is going to kick off in Canada in July and then New York, Barcelona, Paris and Stockholm before it wraps in Amsterdam on the 1st of December. I don't know why I've just done that story now because I realise she's not coming to Australia.
That's all right.
What was the point of the last 45 seconds? Andrew?
Well, it's Madonna. What is the dump button? Takes off about 8 seconds, so we're still going to get half that Madonna chat even if I press the dump button. So let's push on.
Okay. The presence of the Russian flag in the stands at the Oz Open has prompted organisers to ban them from Melbourne Park. So you could see the flag on Court 14 during a match between, okay, here we go. This is newsreader Abby's revenge on me right now. Ukraine's Katerina Bandel and Russian Kamila Rakimova.
Yes. You just got to say it with confidence. Isn't that right, Abby? Like you've just
Say it fast, say it confidently.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, because it's worked for you this week, Abs.
I'm getting better.
Are you?
I'm getting better. Today I haven't stuffed up yet.
Okay. This is the Ukrainian ambassador talking about the presence of Russian flags at the tennis.
I welcome the decision of Australian Open to ban Russian flags at a display. More so, I really want to encourage Tennis Australia to increase security because I was told that yesterday those spectators were not just only displaying the Russian flag, they've been actually mocking the Ukrainian tennis player Katerina and distracting her from the game. I want to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Yes, that is absolutely not on.
Murky waters when you're mixing sport and politics, isn't it? That's why we'll move on at this point, won't we, Haysey?
Very good. Let's seamlessly move on to The Bachelor, shall we? Because it seems like a stock standard transition.
It does. I mean, how many times in your life have you segued from the war in Russia and Ukraine to The Bachelor? Now, this is big. Apparently, several Batchy stars have already lost their 5K bonus for breaching contract. So they've gone on to The Bachelor for Instagram fame or money or both, but some have already been stripped of their privileges for breaching their contract. That aside, a big WTF from me last night watching The Bachelor. Since when do we have partners on the outside, and since when do those partners come onto the show? So last night, Jessica, who's one of the contestants who's vying for Felix's heart, because she's one of them that's not about Instagram fame, introduced her boyfriend from the outside to come in and meet him, and then proceeds to tell Felix, the Bachelor, if you pick me and if we end up getting married, I hope you're open to a little threesome action a little down the track. Have a listen.
If you and I were to end up together, I would still really appreciate being able to maintain contact with you.
How far does that contact go? Is that a texting relationship? I would assume not a sexual relationship.
I'm still questioning the whole, can two people be together sexually with one another forever and ever till death do us part? If you and I get married and I'm I want to spice things up in the bedroom, Damien from 10 years ago, we all join the bedroom together.
Okay.
Because I am a sexual person.
Wowee, what a really different way to say, can I just go with whoever I want at any stage and you not judge me for it?
She was essentially saying, can we have an open relationship? That's what she was saying. So I want to put this to you, Haysey. Your beautiful wife, Cara, comes to you after 10 years and goes, geez, I'm bored. You are boring.
Who told you? It's okay. It's about year 6 or 7. Oh, boy.
I'm so bored. My boyfriend from back in the day would like to ingratiate himself into the scenario. Would you be open to spicing things up in that fashion? And if so, who would you choose? She goes funky free choice, Haysey. It's up to you. Who do you want?
Okay, I think she's only got 2 or 3 boyfriends, but in terms of keeping it spicy, come over, bring your best beef vindaloo, and let's have a really, really spicy meal together. We'll keep it real.
And answer the question, who would it be?
It would have to be somebody who's, and I have to check with some of her ex-boyfriends, someone who's very, very small in stature.
Right. Okay.
If you know what I mean.
So Rennie.
It's not Rennie.
Tom Wren?
Actually, maybe Rennie. That's fine.
It's not too late for a cheeky summer break.
Whatif.com has awesome deals for top Aussie destinations.
Plus all kinds of places to stay for your getaway.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, motels, holiday rentals and much, much more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Doc, are you telling me you built a time machine?
Haysey's on this Daysey.
Yep, Wednesday, 18th of January. Let's go for a little trip down memory lane. We'll start in 1980, Jodes. Jason Segel is born. Today is his 43rd birthday. He's best known for his roles in How I Met Your Mother, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I Love You Man. He is so funny.
Jason Segel?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You're thinking of Steven Seagal.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Very, very different.
Action hero.
Jason Segel, Steven Seagal. Oh, my God. 2 opposite ends.
Okay.
Your body's responding really well to the pregnancy. It's amazing how fast the milk arrives.
Oh.
How's your sis?
1995 Yahoo.com domain was created. And then, of course, Yahoo went on to become the son of Google. Not really, but Google really sunned Yahoo, didn't it?
Yes.
Still lays claimship over Bing, I think it is.
Oh, Bing.
Is it Bing?
If you ever went to Bing as your go-to, default Internet Explorer, you're a loser.
Oh, my gosh. You'd be like, hey, Bing, give me photos of LeBron James. And I go, here you go. Here's Steph Curry, whatever. Take that. I don't care. Thanks, Bing. 1997, Borge Uzland becomes the first person to cross Antarctica alone and unaided. The Norwegian polar explorer walked 3,000 kilometres across the Earth's southernmost continent. It's a lonely walk.
I don't think Borge has got enough credit for that because he's not a household name, but that's a good effort.
And my next kid will be called Borge. Little Borge Hayes.
Hey, Borge, when you're 4, you're going to walk across Antarctica.
Yeah. Borge, don't hit your sister. 1998, 55th Golden Globes, Titanic wins Best Picture.
Okay. Yeah.
We all know as well, Jack could have survived.
Stay on, Rose.
Rose is literally rescue boats everywhere. I've got to let you go, Jack. Rose, just pull him up. It's fine.
Rose, there's been enough debate about this. There's room enough for 2.
Oh, my gosh. 2008, the United Nations announced George Clooney as a UN messenger of peace. Oh, because he's pretty perfect, isn't he? Oh, good on you, George. Salt and pepper, sexy. We get it. It's flawless.
Married to the world's most perfect woman. Like, not only stunning, like supermodel stunning, but also next level smart.
Be totally perfect.
Those women don't exist.
No, they
You're
do.
not real, Aman.
And George married her. 2018 Brazilian surfer Maya Gabeira rides the largest ever wave by a female surfer at 20.72 metres in Portugal.
Whoa. That's pretty much me down at Middleton most weekends.
Not quite as big as the big wedgie, but still pretty intense. The number one song on January 18th in 2012 was We Found Love by Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris, a certified banger.
Get into it.
It's Jodie and Haysey. Good morning.
Yellow diamonds in the light, and we're standing side by side as a shadow crosses mine. What it takes to come alive. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless shine a light through an open door. Love a life I will define. Turn away 'cause I need you more. Feel the heartbeat in my mind. It's the way I'm feeling, I just can't deny. But I gotta let it go. We found love in a hopeless place.
Jodie and Haysey's Ask Us Anything.
You know what? Nothing's off limits because we're trying to get to know you. You guys are trying to get to know us.
Yeah.
So the best way to know somebody is just to ask them the most deepest, intimate secrets of all time. And you just got to be honest.
Little edgy about this segment.
I bet you are.
Never quite know what's going to come at me.
Sounds like there's a few demons in the closet.
Oh, more than a few, mate.
Right.
It's full of demons.
Like a city of demons.
It's like Demonia is the name of the city.
Demonia. It's a population.
7,690, and they all live in my head.
Oh, boy, let's meet a few of those demons, shall we?
Okay.
Producer Sean, good morning.
Good morning. Well, the phones have been going off with questions for you two.
Amazing. Great. Did you
You
vet
ready?
them, or are you just gone for it?
Oh, no, I just went straight for
Okay.
it.
Of course you did.
No, can't vet them.
Okay.
No, the listeners want what they want.
Okay.
Okay, our first question. What would your final death row meal be?
Ooh, okay. Well, as a general rule, I haven't had carbs since 1992, so I'd probably really hit myself up with some sort of seafood linguine number with a creamy sauce. Yes, go out, die, Jodie. You're happy and your tummy's full.
Big full belly. I'm going to go straight to the top shelf. I'm going to say Barnacle Bills. I'm just kidding. But what I want to do is, because I literally want to go out with a bang, I want it to be the biggest meal of all time and something that's really, really explosive that when you put some electricity through me, I might pop and make a big old mess. So I want a big chicken curry, thanks.
Oh, both sound good. Both sound good. Okay. Question 2.
Yep.
What's the first South Australian street that you've ever lived in?
Ooh. I'm going to say, I think St Albans Drive, was it? No. We, that's right. No, St Albans Drive, I lived next door to Gary Ayres. Can you remember
Really?
him? Yeah, I
Yeah.
did, yeah. And I thought this would be good because I was a sports reporter. I thought I'll get some real scoops here. Gaz gave me donuts.
Bet he did.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it, but it was next to the mental health hospital at Burnside. So we
Oh,
had
that's
some-
convenient.
so we had some- yeah, they said, oh, there's that girl who lives in Demonia. This is good. She can pop over anytime she wants.
Oh, look, she's just doing laps of the street again, clearly crunching some numbers and talking to her own demons. All 7 million of them.
Well, what about you?
Galway Avenue in Broadview.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's top shelf. Right next to the beach.
No, I'll be honest with you. Don't worry. They're not 100% beautiful houses there.
Okay, so worst house on the best street. Is that what you were doing?
We found a pretty ordinary one. Good spot, though. Yeah, you're right. So this is where Central Districts actually put me with another bloke.
Yep.
It was somebody else's rental house, and they put us in there because it's halfway in between, obviously, the city. It's closer, but then you're about 25 minutes from the Ponderosa.
Yeah. Also the Grand, close proximity, I'm going to say.
Too bad. We're more Oxford-type operators, and then the Lion Hotel on a Sunday.
Oh, right. Okay, you had a real system.
Yeah, gave that a nudge once or twice.
All right, question number 3. What is your best and least favourite attribute?
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I've had 4 children, so my least favourite attribute is my stomach. Ugh. And I shouldn't be like that. I should be positive body image, but that's just being honest. My favourite attribute, I think I'm kind.
Okay.
I think I'm a nice person.
So is it purely physical or attribute in general? So it could be something...
Just general, yeah.
Right. This probably shows you my personality. I purely went for physical traits. Worst attribute I had, my ears. I got massive ears.
No, you don't.
Yeah, big old wingdings. You can't see them because I got headphones on. I wear headphones all the time. I'm like Nova Boy. Just to keep them covered up. I hear everything though.
I've never noticed your ears, and that's hand on my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you will.
Yeah.
What do you think my favourite attribute is? Physical.
Your calves.
Yes. Isn't that easy?
It's so easy.
You reckon it's a fluke? I wear shorts 365 plus a few more days a year.
And they're not lying. The first day I met you, that's all you want to do is check out my calves.
I was like, hey, Sean, check this out.
Look at these bad boys.
Look at these bad boys. They're full of hot air, but they look good.
And question number 4, and have you ever been caught in public naked?
Ooh, okay. Can I kick things off here?
Go on.
If you don't mind. Yes, when I was 19. 18 or 19.
Yeah.
There was a very, very prominent movie doing the rounds. This is when we lived in Sydney, starring the Rat Pack, most notably Will Ferrell in this particular scene.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Snoop and Loop!
Snoop and Loop! And I'm not even joking. So we were streaking in a part of Sydney and I actually got caught by a policeman.
Oh.
And we were very nice to the policeman. He was nice to us and explained exactly what was happening. We're like, mate, I've seen this movie a few days ago. We're actually obsessed with it. We just thought this would be funny.
Yeah.
And he said, right, go home right now immediately.
Right.
And that was it.
And you got off.
Didn't get arrested.
Jeepers.
You?
Maybe he wasn't that impressed with what he saw.
No, he felt sorry for me.
Exactly.
I was like, for goodness sake, if I was you, I'd be wearing pants and then pants over the top.
Have I been caught naked in public? The answer to that question is yes, twice.
Twice?
Yeah. The first time my husband and I had a weekend away from the kids, so we were in a hotel room in Melbourne, and as you do when it's just mummy and daddy.
Yeah, have a bath.
And you don't tend to wear a lot of clothes around your hotel room.
Right.
So the moment that I opened up the curtains and greeted a window washer, imagine his surprise and my surprise.
So that's genuine. Was there proper eye contact?
Proper eye contact.
What was his reaction?
Right there. He started laughing. Same thing as the policeman with you.
So he looked you up and down and started laughing and it said, go home.
Shut your curtains. So that was the first one. The second one was at a function at the convention centre, and it was the Port Adelaide, I'm going to say best and fairest, or it was a function for Port Adelaide.
Right.
And
now you're going to get into the story that you got nude there is going to be very interesting.
Unfortunately, and it's my greatest fear, they have those sliding door toilets at the convention centre. So it wasn't full nude, but I was definitely sitting on a toilet when the door opened, because someone opened it from the outside, because I clearly didn't read the brief and lock it from the inside, as a group of players walked past and went, oh my God, is she at the toilet?
Do you remember who it was?
I do. I'm not going to say, because I don't want to embarrass him.
Wow, okay.
Yes, and so that has instilled a fear of me of those. Any toilet door that opens, like, for example, to a restaurant, I'm not about it. I'm so terrified and anxious now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what the ones you see around the park sometimes? There's one on Queen Street, which sometimes I use.
Yeah.
They're Excel-loos.
Yeah.
Door is opening. And sometimes you'll have a bit of a sit because you need to, and you're like, any second now it's going to say, door is opening, and you're exposed to the world.
It's enough to scare the shit out of you, isn't it?
Jodie, dating's tough. It's not easy out there. It's ruthless. And you know what the toughest thing about it all is? Trying to read the opposition. And when I say opposition, I mean the person you're trying to impress.
I don't want to sound obnoxious, but I am so happy I'm married. I'm so glad I'm happily married and I don't have to navigate these shark-infested dating waters.
Yeah, that's
horrible.
It's really horrible.
Yeah, it's a gong show out there.
Let's go to Gemma in Howard Cove. Gemma, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Good, Gemma. Tell us what's going on in your love life, doll.
Well, I'm going to name and shame him straight away. His name's Patrick. And we went on this date at the beach and he seemed really keen. We went and got like frozen yogurt from Yochi and chatted for ages. And we had been talking like 2 weeks prior to that. So, you know, we kind of already knew a little bit about each other anyway.
Yeah.
And then, so we were chatting for ages at Yochi. And then he dropped me home and we were like laughing so much. And then we had a bit of a cheeky peck at the end. But anyway, so I got inside after he dropped me home and messaged him straight away, obviously. Like, you know, he's going to get home and want to message me back. And he didn't reply for a while, so I was like, maybe I'll send a Snapchat. So I sent him a Snapchat, and he didn't really open it for like, I think it was like 7 or 8 hours. But his replies have been like super blunt. I messaged him like a couple more times, and he still hasn't replied. And it kind of just ghosted me. I think he's obviously talking to other chicks. Yeah, maybe just not the one.
Hey, Gemma, did you go for the top shelf though? Like, just a few minutes after you texted him, did you respond with another text saying, "Why haven't you written back yet?" That usually gets him.
No, I didn't go that far, but I did message a few more times. So I didn't want to micro that.
Okay, Gemma, my first instinct here is just maybe pull back a little on the messaging, just a touch.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, maybe I'll do that with maybe we can try and get him back by replying. No, I won't reply. I'm not
No, Gemma, you're not listening.
It sounds like you're racking your brain to find different avenues to try and get in contact with him. Don't do that.
Okay.
It's not going to work, is it?
Also, I just want to check for another Yochi red flag. Did he fill it to the brim and then proceed to just put a real mixture of fruit, lollies, chocolate, the whole works? Because that is a sign of a psychopath.
Was boysenberry involved?
Yeah, you're probably right, guys. It was filled to the brim and had every single topping you could imagine.
And then let me guess, he put it on the scales and let you pay for it?
No, he paid, but I'm going to make him look like the psycho. He filled it all the way to the brim and it was awful. Absolutely awful.
Do you know what?
Foul.
It's still not good enough.
No.
It's
he
not
hasn't
good enough.
replied.
Yeah, it's not good enough. So,
especially
Gemma,
if they've had a pash.
Yeah, so you said it was a sensuous peck. Was it a pash or a peck?
I don't want to give the details. Absolutely just ruined it for us. So
they macked on.
Yeah, they macked on, as I think the kids say these days.
Let's just say I thought he was interested afterwards. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Gemma, would you like us to do your dirty work for you? And when I say us, I mean Haysey. Do you want him to call him man to man and find out exactly what's gone down here?
I would love to. I would love to find out what the goal is.
All right.
Hazy's face says, I was hoping she'd say no.
No, I was going to follow it up with plenty more fish in the sea, Gemma.
No, there's not.
She likes this particular brand of barramundi,
Yeah,
thanks.
you like Paddy the Baddie, don't you?
Yeah.
We need justice for Gemma.
So, we've actually got hold of Patrick from Semaphore, who joins us this morning. Oh, good morning, Paddy.
Good morning, Jodie and Haysey.
Okay, there's always two sides to a story. Before I judge you and think you're a horrible ghoster, tell us what happened.
Well, I mean, the date was great. Gemma's amazing, but I found out afterwards that she'd actually slept with one of my mates from the footy club.
Oh, the tables have turned greatly.
Andrew Hayes, long-time member of the Central District Football Club.
Yes, that's...
Familiar with this little tale?
Well, I mean, we're a very, very tight group at the Doggies back in the day. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this absolutely throws into disarray, yes, because they're close mates and mature adults should be able to look past that. But unfortunately, your male's full of testosterone and sometimes little things like this can get in the way. It sounds ridiculous, I know.
Patrick, can't if you really liked Gemma, couldn't you overlook the fact that she's been with one of your footy mates?
But it's the bro code, Jodie. You can't do that.
Yeah. I see exactly the line that Patrick's going down.
Doesn't love win? Doesn't love win? I mean, I know they're not...
Love. It's been one day.
No, yeah, that's a good point. Okay. As soon as I said it, I thought, ugh. Was she a little heavy-handed with the text messaging?
Was she ever? I think I'm going to have to change my phone number.
Oh, my God. Well, here's a twist in this conversation. Thoughts on that, Gemma?
No.
Oh, hello, buddy. Nice to hear from you.
Oh, hi, Gemma.
I just want to say, just because I've slept with one person that you know, that shouldn't stop our connection if we apparently have that. So, yeah, that's my one comment. But I guess we're just going to have to leave it now. All good.
Oh.
Very awkward.
Okay.
Patrick, can I just say, how did you find out that Gemma had been with your mate?
I can't really discuss what happens in the locker room, Jodie. You know that.
Oh, good.
More about him now, doesn't it, guys?
Yeah, I'm not good at reading cues, but I got a good feeling about you two. More chances to pick up some Sam Smith tickets. First thing tomorrow.
Yes, also tomorrow we're going to do a little thing we like to call Ask Haysey. So if your kids have, I mean, he's guiding the next generation, there's no question about that. He can't guide himself, but he's taken it upon himself to guide children.
Doesn't really work, does it?
No.
Who would have thought?
If you'd like to get involved, breakfast at nova919.com.au or 0400 919 919 is the text line.
Probably need to set some ground rules as well, some team rules as we go forward and progress.
So you and I been friends for a long time, but we've only been doing this for a couple of weeks, so it's very important that we set boundaries for ourselves for this to prosper and go forward and thrive.
Because we're a tight-knit community here at Nova as well, we might get the listeners involved.
Okay, sure.
Some little rules and regulations.
You might have rules for us, things that we can and can't do.
Yes. Sounds good. Love that. Don't forget as well, Maddie Rowe is up next. She's going to take you through your workday. Next opportunity to get yourself in the draw for Nova's Free for 23.
Yeah. Good on you, Maddie.
Good stuff.
It's all good stuff, Mads.
Don't forget as well, Jodie and Haysey, the podcast. Have a bit of a listen. We'll catch you bright and early tomorrow morning from 7. Have a fantastic Wednesday.
See ya.